Jim Pitney there, It Hurts to Be in Love. Originally it was recorded by Neil Sedaka, actually, but he had the big hit version with it. Gene Pitney got to number 36. Hey, we've more or less run out of time. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have enjoyed the show. And my thanks to studio manager John Hemingway and producers Heather Wall and Phil Collector Swern. Sound of the 60s has been a 7 digital production for Radio 2. And with the sun shining out there, wow, it's looking really lovely. Let's hope it feels like that when I get out there. Dermot O'Leary will be with you just after 8 o'clock. And right now, let's go back to that flower power era, shall we? With the Flower Pot Man. And let's go to San Francisco. San Francisco, wonderful flower power era. Well, there it is. That's the best decade of them all. Sound of the 60s. Thank you so much for listening. I'll be back with you on the golden hour. That'll be on Friday at the usual time of 7 o'clock in the evening, and another Sound of the 60s on Saturday morning. The very best of luck to our rugby team. England, let's hope they win. Dermot O'Leary is coming up next. From me, Tony Blackburn, you have a lovely weekend, won't you? The sun's shining out there at the moment. Let's hope it stays like that. Thank you so much for listening. This is Radio 2 on BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM. Bye-bye.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Saturday, the 2nd of November. Good morning, this is Justine Green. England rugby fans are gathering in pubs around the country as the team aims to win the World Cup for a second time. Fracking has been suspended in England because of concerns about its safety and the unlikely link between the Wild West and the North West. England's rugby union squad are warming up ahead of their World Cup final against South Africa. Pubs and rugby clubs around the country have opened early to welcome fans hoping to cheer England to victory in the match in Japan. Supporters of the rival teams outside the stadium in Yokohama were equally confident of lifting the trophy.
If we play like we played against New Zealand, we should absolutely smash the Boks. The Boks have never lost against England in a final, nor have they ever lost a final. So I think we're going to take it.
There's a sense of unity and a sense of national participation in this that's very similar to 1995. And it's a very powerful, emotive force to join.
Well, it's been a long 16 years. Everything that's going on with Brexit, we need a bit of a lift.
While around 400 people are expected to watch the game at Harpenden Rugby Club in Hertfordshire, which has produced several members of the England squad, including the captain Owen Farrell. The club's president is Peter Danby.
This is a tremendous achievement for a junior club that all these 4 guys are included in the England squad and 3 starting this morning for the game. It's a big day for the club, so we've welcoming members and non-members today so they can get introduced to rugby if they're not used to it and enjoy the day. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a great final.
The government has ordered a halt to fracking in England, which, because of similar decisions made by the devolved administrations, means the industry is in effect dead in the UK. Ministers are acting on new advice about the link between drilling for shale gas and earthquakes, a concern long highlighted by environmental campaigners. Our business correspondent Katie Prescott reports.
A report by the Oil and Gas Authority says fracking is not safe and companies must stop their operations. No more licences will be granted. But with one important caveat: unless and until further evidence is provided that it can be carried out safely. The industry body says it's fully committed to working with regulators to show that they can operate safely and environmentally responsibly. Environmental campaigners are relieved by the news. But this isn't the first time that fracking has been suspended, and the door is still ajar for activity to begin again in the future.
2 boys aged 16 and 17 have been arrested on suspicion of murder after a stabbing in Warwickshire. A man in his 20s was found dead in Rugby on Thursday evening. The police are appealing for witnesses to a possible row involving a passenger in a car and a cyclist. The Democratic presidential hopeful Beto O'Rourke has pulled out of the race, saying he no longer has the resources to seek his party's nomination. Speaking in his hometown of El Paso, the former congressman from Texas urged his supporters to unite behind whoever is chosen.
Though this is the end of this campaign, we are right in the middle of this fight. I will do everything that I can to support the eventual nominee of this party with everything that I've got, and I encourage every single one of you to do the same.
Blackburn is usually associated with Lancashire hot pot, cotton mills, and being the place where there were 4,000 holes in the Beatles song A Day in the Life. But today, as Colin Patterson reports, the town will celebrate an unlikely accolade as the birthplace of cowboy films.
The Western is coming home to Blackburn. The BFI say the Wild West was first portrayed on film in the Northwest at the end of the 19th century. The artist Jamie Holman found Kidnapping by Indians, directed by Mitchell and Kenyon, in the archive of the Cinema Museum in London.
It's got tomahawks, feathers, smoking pistols. It's a cowboy film.
And it was made in 1899. That's 4 years before the Great Train Robbery, often cited as the first Western. Today it will be shown in Blackburn at the British Textile Biennial. The Western is home in the range, and that range is Blackburn.
Rail service in the south of England have been hit by delays and cancellations due to speed restrictions. Cross Country, Great Western and South Western have all taken action because of strong winds. A tree has fallen on the line between Penzance and St Erth. So let's look at today's forecast. A stormy day with potentially damaging winds in southern areas of the UK and heavy showers across much of the country. There will be some drier and brighter spells. Highs of between 8 and 13, the warmest in London and along the south coast, with the coolest temperatures in North Wales, the Midlands and northern parts of England. That's the BBC News at 8:05.
Thank you, Justine.
Now, Saturday Breakfast with Dermot O'Leary.
Well, good morning, you. I hope you're well. Let's kick off with this.